Watching movies is very entertaining, but nobody takes the time to know where they come from or who made them. It is very important to know what lies behind a movie set or trailer. From a various selection of your favorite movies, Joss Whedon directed several of them. Here's a background story on the director that brought to you Avengers, Toy Story, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and many more.
Grandfather and my father both wrote half-hour comedies. My two younger brothers are now both television writers. I studied film, wanted to be a filmmaker, didn't much want to work in television. I sort of looked down on American television.
Mr. Stark, Captain, it's time.
Our faults are ultimately the things that make us unique, that make us sometimes useful. And you know, in a situation like the one we're in, you know, Nick Fury has a ridiculous idea, which is to bring these people together and assume that anything will go right. But the beauty of the movie, I think, is how flawed these people are, and how ultimately that you know, it's a nice way of saying we tend to think very black and white in this country about things. This is bad, this is good, and you know, you don't get to do that when you're making a movie with a Hulk in it, because he is both.
I love the Hulk. It was just so successful.
Thank you.
What did you want to bring forward? I mean, that you and Mark Ruffalo are really the architect of this Hulk, and he's already a favorite in the press corps. What did you really want to bring forward for him?
You know, Mark and I worked really hard on a few things. For Banner, we wanted to make sure that he was someone who wasn't obsessed with himself, that he was out there, you know, using his knowledge to help the world, and that he was, you know, had some control over it. I think the most important thing for us was to explore the bad and the good, because it's very difficult with the Hulk to, well, is this a werewolf movie or is this a superhero movie? Is he going to kill people or is he going to help people? And ultimately, you have to have, you know, an element of both. You have to have the threat as well as the release of being that guy, and you know, just making sure that Banner and Hulk were the same person, ultimately integrating them. You know, we got to do that. We got to build the Hulk's face out of Mark's and use performance capture so that he really could play both parts, and it was extremely painstaking, but really rewarding. People, you need to root for them, you need to understand them, you need to learn about them, and that's what I'm going to be, you know, building all of this action and all of this adventure on, is those moments where they reveal themselves. So it's tough because you're handing the movie off, you know, oh, it's Iron Man's movie, no, it's Cap's, no, it's Thor's, no, it's Black Widow, so it's Loki, so it's the Hulk. You know, it's gonna be a, you know, a game of hot potato, but which makes it structurally difficult to do, to create that flow. But if you get people engaged with them, then the joy of watching them interact, watching them conflict, watching them unite is pretty large.
Trained for.
Guys, I'm bringing the party to you.